I've got a Zastava M70, Model 70 pistol made in Yugoslavia. I picked this up for I think 150 bucks about 5-6 years ago. When I got this gun, it had, well, let's see if I can find it. There it is. It had this sight, this rear sight on it. And I'm going to tell you, this thing is something. It's plastic, and it's way too tall. And the first time I shot this little gun, I was aiming about 4 feet low in order to land anywhere on the target. It's junk. It's junk. I don't even know why I've saved it. What I did is I went out and I bought the rear sight for a CZ50. And then I spent a ton of time, probably 6 hours, with that rear sight in a jeweler's vise, in diamond files and riffler files, until I got it to fit in the dovetail on this slide. It works a lot better. And the sights aren't perfect by any means, but it works a lot better. I can hit what I aim at with it. The gun isn't that bad. It's a little bit heavy. It's chambered in 32 ACP. Slide release is, or mag release is a little bit difficult to get to, and I don't have very big hands. Somebody with a bigger hand probably would have a hard time getting to that mag release. True to European form, if that hammer's back and there's no magazine, you're not going to drop the hammer. It's just, I don't know, but it's also a single action. And taking this apart to clean it is it's pretty straightforward. It starts out a lot like a 1911. There is a barrel bushing here that you push the guide rod down, start it rotating. I don't know why you'd be in a booger. There we go. Recoil spring comes out. Bring the hammer back. Slide this up to there. Oh, bonehead. And then that comes out. And then you pull the slide right off. Push the barrel back. Pull the spring out. Pull the spring out. There we go. Barrel comes out the front. Clean the gun. Hammer assembly comes out in a group, and then there's really not much left in the frame. These grips do not come off. I believe they are riveted on. Cannot find how to get them off. Now, what you can do, and I'm not telling you to do this, you didn't hear it from me, is the triggers on these are horrible. Just absolutely horrible. They're rough and they're heavy, and it feels like you're dragging it down a gravel road. You can take this apart, or so I've been told, and the sear on these have machining marks all over them. And that gives it that terrible trigger. I have seen online where people have taken these and used fine stones excuse me, to clean up the machine marks on the trigger, or on the sear, and where it engages the hammer. I don't know anything about that. I am not going to tell you guys to do that. If you decide to do that, you didn't hear it from me. What can happen with that is you take too much off the sear, and then you've got a dangerous gun. it won't fully engage the hammer, and the gun will go off on its own. If you don't have the experience and the ability, don't attempt that. But we're going to put it back together. This is a number matching pistol. I believe pretty much all the ones that came into the country are. But it's real simple to put it back together. It's just the opposite of taking it apart. And if you can get that job done, well, then you can get the job done. Okay, so now since I've pulled that out, I have to hold on to the hammer assembly. Put it back together. Bring the slide back. Put the slide stop back in. Bring the slide forward. Now what I like to do on this point, put the mag in and drop the hammer. The hammer down helps hold the slide in place when you put the barrel bushing back in. Put the barrel bushing in, well, you gotta push in the spring, put the barrel bushing back in 180 degrees, and then just bring it around, click it into place. Real simple, real easy. It's a fairly simple little gun. Yeah. Drop the mag. But to get that hammer to drop, you got to put the mag back in. Pretty simple little gun. These are blued. There's an import mark here that's GRC from Martinsburg, West Virginia. I have shot this gun quite a bit, and it's fun. It's a fun little gun. They're heavy, and the weight helps with that negligible little bit amount of recoil from the 32. But I don't know. I just figured I'd show you guys that gun. That's all for today. Thanks. Bye.